something that is much more complex. I will use the ma initial ta yin ta ku ta chi, revenged love, and that was my first impression. Hey Millies, how are you doing today? Welcome back to another video. So after learning Korean on and off for about 6 years, I thought about trying to learn a different foreign language. This time I wanted to try something that is much more complex. I wanted to just push myself harder, and I wanted to learn a more difficult, more complex language, and especially one that has its own writing system. Hence, I gravitated towards Mandarin Chinese. It ticked off all of my boxes. It was only natural that I chose Mandarin. So in this video, I wouldn't say that we are gonna be learning Mandarin. Actually, I don't have the whole trajectory of this video planned out yet. Maybe towards the end of this video, I will share how I've been learning Mandarin and what has been my progress so far. But for now, there are few things in my brain that I just want to share, okay? Mandarin Chinese is not an easy language. It has over 5,000 characters. I don't know how much I am gonna be able to cover in my lifetime. Even if I am 50 years old and I'm still learning this language, I might still be at the fluency level of a 4-year-old Chinese kid. I don't know. But that's what makes it more alluring, and it makes me want to learn it even more, and I'm always up for a new challenge. I watch a lot of creators who learn different languages, the polyglot side of YouTube, and I see this pattern that a lot of people, they start learning a new language because they like some part of that particular region or country or culture or some popular media that came out of that region. For example, because of the Hallyu wave, a lot of people wanted to learn Korean because of K-pop and K-dramas. A lot of people want to learn Japanese because they like anime. A lot of people want to learn French because they like Indila. A lot of Spanish because they like that, Spanish music. There is a pattern like that. But in my case, specifically for Mandarin, I have had almost zero experience or exposure to mainland China popular media, like any popular media that came out of mainland China. But last year I watched Revenged Love, and that was my first impression of the world of Chinese web drama. It's a BL drama. It's based on a novel by Chinese author Chai Ji Dan, if I'm saying her name correct. But because the series was so good, it attracted a huge viewership from Chinese audience. But it was mainly released globally, like on YouTube. It was released on YouTube and on some global streaming platforms, and not on any of the mainland China platforms. Speaking of platforms, I have absolutely zero idea into Chinese social media culture. I know that because of CCP regulation, YouTube and Instagram are banned in China, even though a lot of people use VPN and they still are able to access it. I don't think I am in a position to say anything on Chinese social media trends or social media popular stuff. I have absolutely no idea about it, other than the fact that I just know that they have their own ecosystem of very prominent platforms like Xiaohongshu, which is also called Red Note, and Douyin, which is the TikTok equivalent in China. Douyin, and also Bilibili is one long video streaming platform, I think. So now let's talk about how I have been learning Mandarin. So before you even start learning actual Chinese characters or actual words and phrases, you have to familiarize yourself with something called the Mandarin tones and pinyin. So pinyin is the romanization of Chinese characters, and by that I mean, when you write Chinese characters using English letters, it's not the language itself, but it's an interpretation of writing Chinese characters. It's a way of writing Chinese characters, and it's really, really important to learn if you have decided to learn Mandarin. And also first you have to learn the 4 Mandarin tones. Like I will put some examples here of the 4 tones. I will use the ma initial, and each one of these has a different pronunciation and a different meaning. Ma, like a steady ma, and one is ma, and one is ma, and the last one is ma, and each one means something different. Each one has a different meaning. This ma is different from this ma. I've really been taking it easy, and I actually utilize the little, sing-song videos on YouTube that are meant for little children to learn and practice these notes and initials. I haven't started learning any like complex words or any like complicated stuff. I'm still grinding on the basics, so I won't really share any actual footage of me learning Mandarin, but I would read out a little, bits and pieces from my notes that I've taken so far. So I just took some random phrases, like basic phrases. I just wrote down like 你好再见你们好你好吗我很好 like ta yin ta ku ta jie. So yeah, this is my progress so far. It's very underwhelming. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to share a bit about my newest language learning challenge. I will talk more about it in upcoming videos, so stay tuned for that. Bye bye, Millies. Please take care. Love you. Bye bye.